So welcome everyone to my Google site, and I'm just going to give you a little overview on self-publishing, the effects, impacts, and how it's used. For this Google site, a little bit about Google Sites. Google Sites is easy peasy lemon squeezy and totally user-friendly. So Google Sites gives you a template or a layout, many options. This is the one I picked. So I have my menu on the left, content in the middle, and I'm able to decorate it with banners, backgrounds, logos, as you can see here. So Google Sites does all the heavy lifting for you. So when you're using HTML or CSS, you need to put in the coding for bolded text or links or italic text. In Google Sites, Google does all of that for you, so you don't even have to lift a finger. You just put in your content, and Google Sites will do all the coding for you. So now to the website itself. As you can see, I have some lovely graphics up here. I did all of the graphics in Pixlr. Pixlr is an online free Photoshop that's very easy to use. All you do is, upload the photos you want to edit or create a graphic. So speaking of graphics, I created my logo right here and I used layers. So that means I could edit each individual aspect of it individually and then compress it all together, which is what I did. For this figure right here, I found a transparent one on Google Images. So the lovely orange of the circle was able to show through in the figure. When I liked how that was positioned, I compressed all these layers together to make one lovely graphic. For this banner up here, I used the gradient filter. So I was able to pick the scale of the gradient, I was able to pick the color scheme, and I added two layers here, the self-publishing layer and the text layer. When I was happy with that, I added a third layer, the logo, and then compressed all of this together. For this right here, it's my animation. So it's 3 pictures. I have my logo, a picture of myself, and some writing, because of course this is self-publishing. And so I made this using an online GIF generator, uploaded the 3 pictures, the website did it for me, and then I just downloaded the GIF from there. So let's take a look at the content of this website. The purpose of self-publishing, what is it? It's basically going to allow the author or the creator of the content complete creative freedom. So that means the author can choose what's in the book, what does the outside of the book look like, how is it laid out, what's the distribution like, how much do I sell it for. The author can pick every single one of those aspects, and that really is the purpose of self-publishing, to give the author that creative freedom. In terms of the impact of self-publishing, there are both benefits and drawbacks. So one of the biggest benefits of self-publishing is, again, that control. You get to control every part of this process. In addition, you see quicker results. So your book is going to get out there within the same week if you absolutely want to. With a big publishing company, it can take up to 18 months, and sometimes that's just too long. So if you check out this graphic here, it just details some more reasons why. Again, that cost, you see more of the profits of your self-published book since you are the sole creator of it, and just gives you some more reasons why you should self-publish versus traditional publish. So definitely check that out. Again, unfortunate effects. One of the biggest unfortunate effects of self-publishing is the exposure. So your book doesn't necessarily get the same exposure as it would if it were published through Scholastic, HarperCollins, Penguin, anything like that. But of course, there are success stories, so recognize these 2 right here. The Martian, Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey, just to name some few books that started off as self-publishing projects and rose on to become huge cultural icons in our culture today. They have definitely woven their way into popular culture. So if we check out this graphic right here, I did put a survey on my website, and you can scroll down and check that out if you want. But the biggest thing I noticed through this survey was that more and more people are becoming aware of self-publishing or are having an individual impact with it. So, this red wedge, this yes wedge, have you heard of self-publishing? More and more people know about it. It's no longer seen as the way for authors to publish books that aren't necessarily good enough for publishing companies. No, it's a way for authors to really take control of their projects. And so the economy is definitely feeling the impacts of self-publishing. So according to the BBC, 61 self-published ebooks were sold in the UK in 2015. 61 million. That is a lot of books. That means the amount of money we're spending on these books, both the authors, funding their creations, or even people buying these ebooks, has shot up quite a lot. So, the economy is definitely feeling these effects. So here's just a quick little video. I'm just going to reiterate some of the impacts and any experiences with self-publishing. So I'm going to play a little clip of this.
Hi. So this afternoon I was with Arden, and she's going to tell us a little bit about self-publishing. So to get us started, what is self-publishing? Basically means the author is publishing the work themselves. So it could be anything from the poetry they wrote in the sixth grade to their thesis from college, and it could be a hardcover book, an ebook, pamphlet, flyer, name it. And now, what are the benefits of self-publishing? The biggest benefits is complete creative freedom. So you can pick the layout, the font, the cover, and everything in between.
So again, you get that complete creative freedom. So now, what are some of the technical aspects of self-publishing? So how does one use self-publishing? Well, there are a number of sites out there. Right here, I have Amazon and Lulu.com listed, and both, they work similarly, but both allow the user to actually publish their content. So with Lulu, here's the screenshot right here. You go online, you publish for free, you learn how to distribute your content, you can support other authors, all of that. So when you go onto these websites, you're going to have your content. Maybe you wrote it in Microsoft Word or Google Docs. You upload it on the website, and you pick what it looks at. You pick the layout, you pick the paper type, the font size, every little detail you possibly can think of. The best part is all these websites walk you through these programs, so you have guiding hands along the way. And so self-publishing definitely uses the internet, obviously, as you can see from the two examples right up here. You're using the internet to get your book out there, both to publish it and to put it on the market, to sell it, everything like that. So one of the biggest concerns with self-publishing is the issues of copyright. So because you're putting your content or your data out there, you're not necessarily owning it unless you explicitly copyright it. So if you use a larger program like Amazon, Amazon has access to your work. Other people have access to your work, and there's always the potential for other people to steal it. But, I always believe in the good in humanity, so I hope that never happens. But there is that issue. So if you are going to self-publish, you do have to take into consideration the fact that you need to copyright your work because it is out there on the internet for everyone to see, to use, and everything like that. So now to my references page. Here's just what I've used on this website. A lot of these links and these resources have some really awesome information about, how do you go about self-publishing? How do you self-publish? How do you how do you get your book out there? How do you market it? Everything like that. So there's definitely some really, really interesting resources. Just Google it. You can definitely check it out. So one of the really interesting resources right here is going to be all about self-publishing on a website. So when you do an ebook file, that's going to deal a lot with that data input. That's going to deal with translating your written words into data that can be read on tablets, Kindles, computers, and everything like that. So I just want to say thank you for watching my video. And if you have any questions, just check out my website and hope you can find all the information you need. So for more information, you can go ahead and visit my website. The link is right here, and you can read everything there is to know on self-publishing, the impacts, benefits, and all of that.